What is up, guys? This is Tristan, aka Young Pressure. Today we're going over how to land your first 5 pressure washing jobs. So sit back, relax, get a cup of coffee. I believe the more you're able to give, the more you're able to take. So this is all free game, free value for you to implement right now to make more money. So the first thing that we're talking about is you have 3 lists right now, currently with you. You have your contacts, every single contact in your phone, all your social media followers, and everyone that you've emailed. So your contacts, your social media, and your email. Use that. Utilize that. I guarantee you, if you send out a mass email or a mass text to all of those followers, a mass DM to all of those followers or contacts or your email recipients, you will get at least one reply. So use that to your advantage, because if you're starting off, you got to be a little bit hyperbolically aggressive, meaning you've got to go at it hard. You got to get the ball rolling. You got to lift the ball and push it to get it rolling. So you got to be hyper aggressive on this. Use those 3 things that you currently have. Now, the second thing is that you need to create all social media pages for your business, whether that's Facebook, whether that's Google, whether that's Nextdoor, but create every single social media page that you can make so that you now have a platform to market all of your content, all of the before afters and everything like that. And I'll get to that in a quick second on what you should be putting on this page, but you definitely need to start off by creating those pages. Okay, so about the jobs, and a lot of people say, hey, you need to have this equipment, this, and that. This is my third point, but you can just get cheap equipment to start. You don't have to have this crazy rig. You can buy some on Facebook Marketplace for $200 and do efficient jobs and get paid. Literally, you'll make your money back and more in your first job. So you can start with cheap equipment. Don't let anyone else fool you. This is the realest page on YouTube, and I'll tell you that you can start with cheap equipment because I did it. But going to my 4th point, I just wanted to put that in there. So kind of pivoting back onto the second point where you have to create all your social media pages, you need to take photos of you and post yourself working. A lot of people like to buy off of people. A lot of people like to see other people smiling and working, because a lot of people aren't doing laborious tasks today. A lot of people don't want to work with their hands. A lot of people just want to work remote. So they have this sense of appreciation when they see someone actually going out there and working. When you can post yourself working and with your pressure washer and your equipment, it shows like a formality where you're actually going out there and doing it. And it builds this like digital relationship with someone, because it's not just these stock photos, or it's not these just cliche random photos of a before and after, but it's actually you doing it. And people will be able to relate to you. People love supporting other people, so show yourself. Okay. The 5th point, and this is my story. This is how I was able to land my first 5 pressure washing jobs. And maybe you can take it for you. But what I did was I hand wrote literally a ton of letters. I did it for free. Literally, I did it for free, but it actually resulted in people paying. But I offered in college to literally freaking pressure wash people's houses and their driveways and their walkways for free, just so that they can support my next endeavor. And all I would ask for them is to get a review. Okay. So maybe you can do that. Maybe you can handwrite letters to your neighbors, and they will show this sense of gratitude and this ultimate appreciation for your hustle, because a lot of people love that. And if you're willing to offer it for free just to get some marketing material and get a review just to get the ball rolling, people will actually pay for appreciation of that. That's what I did. Okay, so my 6th point. Once you get your first one, whether it's free or not, but you got to get the review. You have to get the review. Okay? This is so vitally important, because there's a percentage of people where it's a vast majority of percentage. It's actually berserk. It's bedonkulous, if that's even a word. But literally, the majority of people will value a random person's opinion online before they value their friends, which is ridiculous, but it shows how important the review is actually. So your first job that you get, whether that's for free, whether that's being paid for, get the review and be very aggressive with that, because everyone needs to know that you're in business. Market that review on all of your platforms, on everyone. Okay, so keep compounding with the reviews. The 7th point, okay, and I always give them a walkthrough. I always give them a walkthrough right after the job. Okay, so if you're on your second job or if you're on your first job, whatever you are, give them a walkthrough and ask them, hey, do you have anybody that you could refer us to? Because closed mouths do not get fed, so you have to ask that question at least. And if they say, yeah, I actually do. I've got 3 friends down the street. I can call them up real quick, because quite frankly, that happens quite a bit. So if you can just consistently get into the habitual action of asking, hey, do you have anybody that you could potentially refer us to? You never know, but you're not going to know if you don't ask. So always ask them after the job when you're given the walkthrough of showing the great work that you actually just did. Okay, my 8th point is door knocking. Okay, so door knocking gets frowned upon. It looks down upon, but it is actually an extremely effective way if you could do the stuff that I just tell you right here. With door knocking, you cannot be pushy. You cannot be pushy because what I'm about to tell you is really pushy and you don't want to do it. Don't go up there and say, hey, my name's Tristan, a representative of... Don't do that, because you immediately come off as a salesman. You immediately become, whenever you say, hey, my name's Tristan and I'm a representative, now people automatically go into the sales mode. And this guy's trying to sell me something and they're automatically going to go say, no, get off my lawn, get away from me. I don't want to hear from you. So a big mindset shift with door knocking is that you're just solving someone's problem. And what I like to do is literally I'll just say, hey, we're cleaning Miss Turner's neighbors down the street. And we're going to be making a little bit of noise. Here's a door hanger. I'll give them a little bit of a door hanger and say, if you need anything from me, let me know. We can clean up some of your sidewalk or your house. It's got a little bit of green, but you know, if you want it, cool. If you don't, cool. Like, but you've got to show that you've been in this game for a little bit, and people sense when it's needy and you need to have it now, and that feels pressure. You are relieving the pressure off the individual when you are door knocking, because if there's any sense of pressure towards them, because they're already feeling a little bit of uncomfortable even opening up the door, don't be uncomfortable. Don't be awkward. Be yourself. If they see something LSU outside, I literally did this today. I was like, dude, you like LSU? The college season's coming up. I'm a big fan of Joe Burrow. And we literally just talked about Joe Burrow. Then he wanted an estimate. It's not hard. It's not hard. People overcomplicate it. Just don't say, hey, I'm a representative of this. Don't become off as a salesman. Just address the issue and solve a problem. That's it. Okay, my 9th point is print marketing, like signs, door hangers. Signs are super effective. Door hangers are super effective. Make sure that you have just 1 or 2 services on this stuff and then your phone number. You don't have to have much, okay? You just want a point of contact and your service that you provide. That's it. A lot of people overcomplicate and put a ton of services, a ton of this stuff, and they can't even see it, and they don't know what they're looking at. And all you need is just like 1 or 2 services and your phone number. That's it. And print marketing is a great way to start up. It does cost a little bit just to start up, but that is a way that you can get the ball rolling, pick up the ball, and keep pushing. Okay, I always use the references like the Newton's laws, emotion, an object in motion stays in motion, but there needs to be a singularity where it actually generates the force, like the Big Bang Theory or whatever you call it, right? But there needs to be a force to actually establish it, so you have to pick up the ball and you've got to keep rolling. And as you keep rolling it, you keep applying force, and then it'll eventually just keep rolling on itself. Okay? My 10th little thing, and this is my last little point, is that everyone needs to know that you're in business. Everyone. Literally your family, friends, colleagues, your enemies, everyone needs to know that you are in business. So post it on your Facebook, post it on your Facebook personal, post it on your Facebook story, post it on your Instagram story, post it on your Instagram post. Don't be spammy. Don't do that. But be organic with it and just say, hey, this is what we're doing. Okay. And then you can broadcast I like utilizing the stories because it's a little bit more organic. It only stays up for 24 hours, but you can just show your before afters on your stories, show your work, show the workers that you have, or show your equipment that you have. But people need to know that you're in business. That's it. So let me regurgitate all of these points back to you in a very distilled manner. So you have 3 lists: your contacts, your social media, your email. Use that. Create all social media pages for your business. Get cheap equipment to start. You can buy it on Facebook Marketplace. You don't need to have this $25,000 rig. Take photos of you and post yourself working, because people like buying off of people. I told you my story, how I did it for free, but it actually resulted in payment. And then get reviews. Accumulate a ton of reviews. And do the walkthrough. Repeat. Hey, do you have anyone that you can refer us to? Door knock. Don't be pushy. Don't come off as a salesman. And solve a problem. Be relatable. Print marketing like signs and door hangers, and then everyone needs to know you are in business. Guys, if this helped you out, I hope it did. I put out a tremendous amount of value so that you can propel your business forward and keep going, because I want to see you have so much success. So if you can hit that subscribe button, as I'm posting a ton of value lately, and it just helps me motivate you so that I can educate you and keep that pursuit of knowledge to express it in a very distilled, easy manner for you to understand. But I love each and every single one of you guys, truthfully, from the bottom of my heart. Hey, and if you're experiencing any burnout right now, if you're actually thick into this stuff, I just made a video that goes over how to prevent that and the whole processes that actually go about how to avoid burnout. So I'm going to attach it in the middle of this video. Guys, I love you. Keep killing it, and peace.